And today we're gonna read the Magic Trias Merlin Mission 11 Dark Day in the Deep Sea. And today we're gonna start reading at chapter 4 of the ship, and the end of reading at chapter 5. Okay, now already read this one book with a lot of stories, and now here we go. And first you can read is the Magic Trias Merlin Mission 11 Dark Day in the Deep Sea. Chapter 4 of the boat. The wind against us, Joy said as he and Tommy rowed. Even after the boat moved past the breakers, it kept bouncing up and down of the shell of its waves. Water splashed over to the sides and soaked Jack's clothes. But Jack wasn't worried about the wind of water. He was worried about being seasick because the waves of the peninsula have started to come over him. So he's a bit dwarf going. Henry said, "We can't take it," and he said, "We hope," like Jack. The last thing is he wanted to do was stir up. It's spectacular in the front of the Joy and Tommy. We should get back just in time to see the manhole of this morning catch, said Henry. This is so much fun, said Annie. Her eyes shining a little rowboat bubble up and down. Jack wasn't having any fun at all. To keep from being sick, he grabbled to his backpack, closed his eyes, and grinned to his teeth. Every day we make new discoveries, said Henry. Off the coast of the Argentina, we found over 100 new species. Giant worms, several feet long, shrimp size of the lobsters, and caught them into our nets, didn't we, Joy? "Aye," said the Joy as he pulled out one oars. "But the creature that's never been caught is the one this mate should be worried about." "What creature is that?" said Annie. "It's the great monster," answered Tommy. Jack opened his eyes. "What? Do you mean like a shark?" he said. No, lad. That's much worse than any shark. Even the 20-foot tiger shark that's seen following us," said Tommy. The sailor blinked nervously. "What, 20-foot tiger shark?" replied Jack. He looked at the dark water from the shark fin. "Aye, this monster is much bigger than any shark," shouted Joy. "And they have said it looks like a cross between a dragon and a gigantic starfish." "Nay, more than like a floating nest of snakes, mate," said Tommy with a shoulder, "as they will tail curl around your body and strangle you to death." "A floating nest of snakes?" Annie asked. Jack gulped. He turned to Henry. "Have you seen the monster?" he said to the scientist. Henry shook his head. "I've never seen it," he said, "but a few of our crewmen swam to have a glimpse past something mysterious to the waters just yesterday." "Don't be scared, mates," said Joy. "If we see the monster, we will hurl harpoons at him. We will shoot him to our cameras," said Tommy. He and Joy have laughed loudly. "Maybe the sailors are on the ship. They're just trying to scare at the scientist." Jack cried hopefully. "What else would be do laughing?" And they have reached to the HMS Challenger. The rowboat have drew alongside the big ship rocking on the water. Jack had gripped to his pack tighter as more waves and the seasickness washed over him. "You go first, mate," Joy said to Jack. "You're looking a bit green," clutching his pack. under one arm. Jack was grabbed the sides to the ladder, and he held one tightly and climbed down from the wooden hull of the ship up to the top deck. And Annie came after him, then Henry, Joy, and Tommy, as they were just all on the deck, two seamen hauled up to the rowboat. Jack took a long, deep breath. The wind from the large ship rocked to the wind. It wasn't nearly as bad as the small rowboat's movement on the waves. Looking around at the deck, and Jack saw the teams of the sailors working. Some were calling thick ropes, and others were holding up the stranger-looking buckets. And Jack had hurried to ask Henry what the sailors are doing, but Henry was staring at the tall man in the white uniform at the heaviest older man, and the dark suit was talking by the breathlessly told them, and the two men was frowning. "Oh no," murmured Henry. "Perhaps to meet they do. Who are they?" asked Annie. Before Henry could answer, the man in the white shouted, "What have you done this time, Mr. Mosley?" Jack moved closer to Annie. He clouted his pack to his life vest. "Well, Captain," I stared at Henry. "Goodness, well, have you brought it from the sea now, Henry?" the portly man said. "A four-legged, four-armed creature into the deep." "Yes, Professor, it's Jack and Annie from the Americas," said Henry. "I found the creature vacationing on this island." The portly man smiled. "Oh, I see. I thought perhaps it's the monster that was sighted by some man yesterday." "The monster again," cried Jack. "This ship is not a place for the children, Mr. Mosley," the captain said gruffly. "Yes, I know, sir," said Henry, "but these two are extraordinarily. They hardly seem like children at all. They're quite impatient and have all the great knowledge out of the sea. I thought it might be a great knowledge of the sea. I thought it might be a permissible to bring it from the board till after the noon and return them to the shore." "I'm afraid it goes against the ship's rules," said the captain. "It's not Henry's fault, Captain," Annie piped up. "He began up to him and visit your ship." "Ah, did you know?" the portly man said, his eyes twinkling. "Why's that?" "We love the ocean," said Annie, "and we'd really like to learn more about the sea explosion, sir," said Jack. "Well, you come to the right place," said man. "Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor Thompson, the scientific director of the Challenger. The professor is one of the world's most renowned experts into the ocean," said Henry. "Wow," said Annie. "Well, I don't know about that," the professor said mostly. But he put his thumbs on his back and began to speaking as if giving a low capture. "Beginning to be a beginning of the time, the secrets of the deep have been hidden from us. But now we will get an explanation to learn many things." "Like what?" said Jack. "We have used the miles and miles to still water of the Mediterranean and deep to the sea," said Professor. "And we have lowered dormants to the measures and temperatures into the deep, but perhaps the most important at all, we are learning about the amazing creatures who live in the dark regions far beneath the ocean waves." "And that is all well good, Professor," said the captain broken, "but I want to see the children of the ship immediately, before the weather gets worse. Do you hear, Mr. Mosley? Off the ship." Now it's chapter 5, Ooze. And tomorrow we start reading at chapter 5 and Diana reading at chapter 6 or 7 or new book and new story. So we come along tomorrow. Maybe. Okay. Now, did Did you have fun? You lost English Country. We come back with a new book and a new story maybe, or this book and a new story like chapter 6 and chapter 7. Okay, now bye bye everybody, and if you like my YouTube, please thumbs up my YouTube. Bye bye everybody, have a nice day. Bye.